Hey guys, well you know, Mike from WC Rescue Adventure come at you today my very first product review over the monthly subscription of BattlBox. Ain't it pretty? Alright, before we tear into this thing, let's talk briefly about what BattlBox is, the 4 different levels of subscription, and who it's really for. So BattlBox is a company dedicated to bring you the best bang for your buck for all your outdoors, bushcraft, survival type needs. Comes at you each month, and you've got 4 different levels of subscription. You got your basic, your advanced, your pro, and your pro plus. Now your pro plus is what some people would call a knife of the month club, because generally they send you a knife. Alright, so let's get started and tear into this thing. Alright guys, so I've already tore into this thing and thoroughly fondled every piece in here and watched the DVD, but we'll get to that later. Alright, so how this is going to work. I'm going to break this down into the 4 levels of subscription, go over each one, each thing in each level, and the cost of the level, whether it be basic, advanced, pro, or pro plus. So, let's get started. Alright guys, so let's get started. The basic kit this month. Obviously it's $24.99, and this month they're giving it an $88.87 value. The first item on the list is Rusty Rag's Knife Care Kit. Heard a lot of good stuff about this kit. Says it works excellent. Cannot wait to use it. And look right there. Made in the US of A. So, I mean, come on. It's got to be pretty good, right? So, let's set that aside. Next item on the list is a Century Solutions Marine Tough Cloth. This thing is awesome. It's even got a resealable strip back here on the back, so when you take the cloth out, you can stick it back in without it drying up. This thing is for guns, knives, fishing tackle, tools. It even says it's for extreme use in salt water and storage. This is just an all-around awesome cloth. Helps lubricate, prevent corrosion, all that good stuff, and it's tested by the U.S. Navy SEALs. So that's right there on the bottom. Alright, so let's set that aside. Next item on the list is the Smith's Pocket Pal PP1, and that is a awesome little knife sharpener. Not something you probably want to keep at the house and use as your go-to sharpener, but it's awesome putting a day bag, an overnight sack, just a regular old bug out bag, what have you. It's got the ceramic and the carbide cutting surfaces on it, so for your fine and your coarse. It also does have the rod for the serrations on your knives. So yeah, overall pretty good little kit. Let's set that aside. And then next we have, let's see, the Century Solutions Tough Glide, and I believe this is a 1/4 ounce tube. And what this is basically the stuff that this cloth here is impregnated with. Alright, so, but it's got this little tip here. You can see that. And that is good for getting in all the little nooks and crannies of your knives or guns or what have you. Just any place you just real tight fit that you're not going to be able to fit the rag in. This will get it there, get it lubricated up, and get it smoothed up. So, and let's move on. Next on the list is the Survival Summit Blade Care DVD by Tops Knives. I have watched this. It is very informative. I am by no means a master knife sharpener, and this DVD here will give you lots of tips and tricks and kind of take you through the process of them making a Tops Knives. And yeah, it's an awesome DVD. I suggest watching it. Don't just toss it in the corner. Heck, invite some of your friends over, your buddies, and make a night out of it. Alright, last on the list is the ReadyMan Basic Membership Renewal. They're giving this a $10 value. I'm giving it to you absolutely free. I suggest looking into it. I suggest applying for it. You know, it's not only to help you out, but also help your community out. Because you're going to find guys that might have different skill sets than you, and you have different skill sets than them. So together as a team, in an emergency situation, you'd have a more likelihood of survival than if you was just trying to lone wolf it on your own. So, let's get to the advanced box. Alright, so the advanced box. You pay $49.99 a month for this, and this month they're giving it a $136.35 value. Alright, the first item on the list is a BattlBox blade restore strop. They're giving this a $29.99 value. And this is basically just your regular old leather strop. It does have the BattlBox logo on it, so yeah, that's pretty sweet. All the clasp and hardware on this thing feels nice and solid. The rivets look like they are set good. Overall, this just feels like it is quality leather. I personally do some leather work. I'm by no means a master, but I can tell you that this is some high quality leather here, so it tells me that's a quality product. A lot of people forget a few strops on this thing with your knife, you'll bring that edge right back good as new. You don't necessarily have to go through the entire process of coarse stone, fine stone, medium stone, just to get an edge back on your knife. If you hit it on this thing regularly, it'll be good as new. Next item is what they're calling a knife carrying storage case. Let's see if we can get this in frame here. It's just like a little satchel style. Got your grips on it. Got a little front pocket velcroed in there. Got a larger back pocket. And then it comes unzipped. It's got 2 zips on it. You've got a fairly substantial padding here for your knives. And let's see, you got a total of 22 pockets, it looks like. The center section looks like it. Yeah, Velcro's in there, so that's pretty sweet. So you can use this to store your better knives, or heck, throw them in it and take it with you and show all your buddies your knives, you know, show off a little bit. Alright, set that aside. And the final thing on the advance is a stuff that I like, and it is Dan's Whetstone honing oil. This is a 3-ounce bottle. This is some awesome honing oil. Decent sized bottle, so it should last you a while. And yeah, you can never have too much of this stuff. So then that's Dan's honing oil. Alright guys, so that's everything in the advanced box. Again, $49.99 for you. They're giving it a value of $136.35. So, I mean, you do the math. Alright guys, so the pro level box. It's $100, $99.99. But this month they're giving it a value of $206.34. That is over double. And who doesn't want to get double their money? So, first item on the list is the Work Sharp guided sharpening system. I've never used this. Seen a lot of good reviews on it, and some people don't like it. But I think it's a matter of if you learn how to use it. Just like some things in life, you gotta learn, and then you gotta do. All right. So I mean, you can't just jerk this out of the box and have a razor sharp knife. Read the instructions, see what works best. There's actually a little pamphlet in here that it's kind of like a guide. You figure out what you're sharpening, and it will tell you the steps on how to sharpen it. So yeah, so let's get started. So this thing is Got a 17-degree and 20-degree angle guide on it. It's got two 6-inch diamond plates, coarse and fine. It also comes with the ceramic medium small rods, you know, so it's got the smaller ones on the bottom here, and then it's got your bigger ceramic rod. Now that obviously does have a coarse and fine also, and a fish hook sharpener. So I've never sharpened a fish hook, but guess what? Can now. Alright, so let's set that out. Oh, and before I forget, it does have the you can see right there, the pivot response technology. What that means is your knife's got a little curvature to them. Instead of having to get all funky positions to sharpen the edge on that thing, this will actually pivot to follow the curvature of the knife. Nice little addition there. So let's set that aside. Alright, the last thing on the Pro label is the ReadyMan Premium Membership Renewal. They're giving that a $20 value, but they're giving it to you absolutely free. Again, it's an awesome community. I highly recommend getting into it, putting a little time into it, and you'll thoroughly enjoy it. Alright guys, so the Pro Plus box. It's $149.99 for you, and this month they're giving this box a $356.34 value. That is just mind-blowing. The level of product that BattlBox is bringing to you for the price, you just cannot beat it. Now this month, obviously the Pro Plus is the Knife of the Month Club. They're giving you the CRKT Homefront. Now this is a Ken Onion design knife. It features the field strip technology, which at first you think's a little gimmicky, but man, I've learned to really like it. You know, out camping or hiking or what have you, you get dirt, debris, mud, everything inside your knife. This just makes it that much easier to clean. And the way it works is this knife kind of has a military design. Obviously, it's got the star right there, if I can get into the frame. And what you do to take this knife apart, before I even show you the blade or anything, you pinch the top of it, here where the star is, apply pressure, okay? Then this little lever, you flip up, like so, and then on the back spine, it's got this little jimping that runs all the way to the back. At the very end of it, that's actually not part of the back spine, that is a cog. What you want to do, spin that cog clockwise, and as you can see, it will start separating the scales. And once they're separated, you just pull up, like so. You set that to the side, you just pull up on the blade, and there you go. It comes apart in 3 easy pieces. Now, obviously, if you want to take it down farther, take your liner lock out. You got a few little star screws there, but I mean that's not necessary. You can get in behind there and clean fairly well if you need to. One thing I do want to make a note of is it's got these little white washers here and here. Alright, you want to make sure you do not lose those. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. Do not lose those. But putting it back together, it's just as simple as taking it apart. Yeah, obviously line the holes back up. Press down. Make sure the blade is seated along that edge there with the same contour. You take your top scale and you put it back over the post, and again you hold it, apply pressure, and this time we're going to spin the cog counterclockwise until it tightens up nice and tight. And you take and you flip the lever back down the opposite direction. Look how easy that was. And then guess what? You got a knife again. Alright, it's got this little assisted little lug here, and it just pops right open. Look at that. Now obviously it's probably gonna get a little smoother the more you use it. Let the new wear off. So yeah, nice little blade. I'm really liking it. Obviously it's a Ken Onion design. Don't know if I can get that to focus in for you or not. The lighting is terrible in here. But it's also, you know, got a lot of snow outside, so we're stuck indoors at the moment. So again, liner lock, nice and smooth. Flips back open, and you're ready to rock. And man, that thing, that is almost hair popping sharp. And this is kind of made to look like a bayonet lug. What I was reading on it. This is obviously a military-ish background type that they're going for. The pocket clip on this is going to be a deep carry, which I like, and obviously it's going to be a tip down. But man, when you're holding this thing, it just feels good in your hand. You can't even notice that pocket clip back there. It fits the contour good, and obviously the bayonet style lug they got there is also serves as a good finger guard, and you could really have control over this knife. And again, it feels awesome in the hand. I'm excited about carrying this and putting it through its paces. So that is the conclusion of the Pro Plus kit. Awesome knife. Awesome knife. Alright guys, so just a quick note. There's the last couple items. I did not give you the price that they was giving the particular items. Everything that I looked up was pretty much right on or right around the value they was giving it, with the exception of the knife. They're giving this $150 value, which is the retail cost on it if you look it up. However, obviously if you get on Amazon or somewhere like that, I think you can find this knife for around 70-ish was about the lowest I could find. Most of them's going to be around 80. But still, I mean, that is an excellent deal. But just wanted to give you that quick note. Alright guys, so in conclusion, I tried not to ramble too much. I tried to be as informative as I could be and quickly go through some of the tools and stuff that came in the box. Obviously first video, so can't expect too much. I mean, come on. But real quickly, I want to give a shout out to a guy named Brian over at Survival on Purpose. It's because of him and watching his videos that I really wanted to get into this. Everything that I've done, I've kind of watched his video, see what his thoughts and opinions was. Obviously, I'm not going to jump on a bandwagon just because someone says something's good or something's bad. I want to make decisions for myself, but everything that guy does, he's pretty thorough and he's honest, and it's hard to come by those qualities anymore. So obviously, quick shout out to him. Go check his channel out. I'll try to put a link in the description if I can figure out even how to do that yet. So yeah, go check him out, subscribe to him. Obviously like his videos. I'm sure you'll like them just like I did. And don't forget to go down, hit subscribe, and hit like on this video. Don't know if I'm going to continue this or not. Just see how the responses go. And anything that you've seen in this box, if you want to see me do an in-depth, detailed review on it, I'd be more than happy to. Especially if I get a lot of people wanting to. So yeah, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to me, and thanks for watching guys. Until next time.